What it do, fellas? So this video is to let y'all know that she's feeling you, she likes you, something about you she has some interest towards. Now the reality is that y'all know it's not easy to figure it out. And then sometimes with the signals that are choosy, the mixed signals, it's like she likes you 1 minute and then the next is like, what's going on? So today I'll give you guys some things, but go based on how much does she do this to you? How much does she really want you? Will she keep doing stuff like this? Because I also have things about texting today and things in real life. When you're talking to her, what would she say? And last thing, just to throw it in there, what she would be feeling or thinking when she's gone and now is thinking about you. Now fellas, give this video a big thumbs up. You know it helps your girl so much, and I love talking. Y'all clearly can see that. So consultations is one of my favorite times to talk to you guys. Y'all make sure you book your consultation by clicking the link. The deals are amazing right now, and you could do 15 minutes or we could go all the way until an hour. Check out that link after this video. And lastly, fellas, you want to boost your confidence or what? Do you want to elevate? It's all about elevating and bossing up. So make sure you do get your sleep affirmation audiobook that you play while you're trying to sleep. It'll obviously, of course, help you sleep better with the relaxation of the affirmations that get repeated. But this is all about boosting your confidence at the end of the day. This is about you feeling better when you wake up, and then day to day, hearing these affirmations, they manifest in real life for you to be the best version of yourself. I'm sure you guys want to be high value, so make sure you do check it out by clicking that link down below and get the affirmations going and let that literally settle into your mind, fellas. It all starts up here, okay? Now let's get to the discussion. I have 3 things today, and I told y'all we're touching in every single area. And if y'all want to know also videos about like, does she not really want you? Is she? Y'all know you like the using videos and manipulation to know that. But if you have other videos, let me know in the comments. Okay. First things first is that she will remember something about you. Now, oftentimes it'll be something very specific. I'll talk about it more in the next thing because it kind of falls into something that's about you, something that makes you you. But she will remember something about you. So I stop it at she will remember something about you because just the idea of her remembering you is wild. Now I say this because we got to think about how many day-to-day or how many guys does she want to see or entertain on a daily? Most times, not a lot, right? Unless you have the check, you're cutting the check, you got the status, you're really her type. But most times y'all see women will curve guys so quick. I'm not interested. Hit them with the, I got a man. Because obviously their expectations is very much high. And a lot of these girls, y'all will be surprised how much they don't get the men that they want. But back to the facts that they deal with so many men on a daily, they have to now remember this guy's name just while she's talking to him. So look, let me give you a good example. When she's out with her girls, right? And let's say it's a girls' night, right? And let's say she's single, even though she has options, and so does her friends, right? So it's a girls' night, she's out with her girls, and you come. You're guy number 1. 2, 3 guys are obviously gonna come right after you. Y'all know how it goes with validation. Fellas love to validate, and we know you guys approach all that stuff. I won't get into, but that's just reality. That's just the modern day. So you were the first. There was other guys after you, and then let's say you come back around. You probably maybe told her, hey, my name is this. Y'all could have had a quick conversation, but she went on with her life. Now, if she has actual interest towards you, right? This is what we're talking about. If she actually likes you, this is what we're talking about. What she will have to now feel is, okay, well, how could I now move on and take something with me? So it could be she could remember your name. She could remember what you like. And this is also because if she comes back around, right? If you guys happen to talk, you guys exchange numbers, this is what she remembers about you. This is what's significant about you. The other nice thing about her remembering this is down to the facts of she likes you. She liked this about you. This made her feel like, let me take this memory, and it stuck with her. Almost like, oh, wow, I like that. Okay, I want that a part of my life. Her remembering that thing about you is also her now like, oh, how could I now come back to that? So it could be you being funny as well. You could have like that luxury lifestyle, right? You could be the guy that doesn't struggle financially, or you're doing very well, right? And you don't, sorry, y'all, I kind of got the cold, and y'all, I am in Canada, and the weather is kicking your girls it's trying to get me, and I'm trying to fight back the cold, but it's working a little bit. So anyways, that's besides my point. Just don't mind if it seems like, girl. Yeah. Anyways, back to remembering. If she's really remembering these things about you, though, the reality is that all these guys that she encounters, she does not care about. She doesn't care about the number. You know, sometimes she's either forced or yes, we exchange numbers, but you're just gonna be somebody that she will never save on her phone, on her contacts. So in other words, she's coming across multiple guys, cool and nice, but nobody ever is going to stick to her, stick on her mind, let's say it like that. Nobody ever is going to be like, oh, well, I remember, yeah, he did this. Now let's look at it this way. And this is really going right back to the example of you being the guy that she likes, right? So look at it this way. If you have what she likes, as in you are the guy that has the luxury, the status, all that stuff, the good stuff, right? If she's going to remember something about you, or let's say because she likes you and she's paying attention, that's the other great thing that is about her actually liking you and listening. But now, if you come back around, what she hops on right away is, let me talk to you more. Let me actually get this conversation to go. So when you happen to be the guy that a lot of women out here like, and let's say you don't have a specific girl out here, it could be just if you step out and you're single, you could have women literally talk to you and you will have her like you in that moment. And it's because she's continuing to talk to you. She's getting to know you more. And sometimes when there's something that she remembers about you, oftentimes when you look back, she probably stuck on that, or she laughed at that moment, or your charisma really came out. Now, I really elaborate on this in a different video because I really want to, but you know, this video, I want to make sure I promise to give you guys 3 points. So I'll just lastly wrap up to say, with her remembering something about you, one key point that's really important is that she's actually listening. So, you know, oftentimes a guy can say hi, she could talk and actually have a full conversation, but she's not paying attention. And also she doesn't care about him. So even if she does pay attention, why would she care to remember? Why would she put an effort? Or it just wouldn't be something that she could easily remember. So yes, you happen to have that woman remember you, remember that specific thing. Now I'll still elaborate because there's still things that will make it more clear, but we'll leave it at that to go on to the next thing. And this is compliments you or makes it clear about something that she actually likes about you. Now, you heard me say in the beginning that she will go ahead and what? She'll remember you, right? That's how I started. And then I said it will fall into number 2. And it falls into number 2 because if she's remembering something about you, it must be most times something that she likes about you. So fellas, it could be, yes, the materialistic things. It could be the car that you have. It could also be, let's say, your smile. That's something that's actually common. Women love guys that have a really, really nice smile. So you could have a nice smile or nice facial features, to say it like that. And I'm not even lying. Women will go back to their friends, back to remembering, but also, and we'll talk about compliment in a minute, but also those things that she clearly likes about you, those things that are, oh yes, I had to compliment him on, is the stuff that she will go ahead and, let's say, boast or, you know, kind of talk about, kind of like gas, as they would say in the modern day. She'll gas about you because she's going to start talking highly about you. Now, obviously, yes, you might be a high value man. It makes sense. She can't really say nothing bad, but it's just down to the fact that she likes you, right? And so when she is talking to another girl, her girl, she's not, and this is what women will normally do, she's not looking for the wrong things because she remembered this, she liked this about you. So oftentimes when women are weighing their options, or let's say like this, trying to figure out what guys to eliminate, what she's trying to do is find all the wrong things about them, all the wrong things about him. He does this, he doesn't have that yet. He likes this and I don't like that. So with you, and this is crazy, but this is like real facts because women will back up their man later on. But this is when she likes you, she won't even think about those things. She'll just remember the good stuff. And that's because she knows she's going to keep you in her life. She knows the value that you actually bring. She knows that you are high value. And also considering the pettiness or the games that she might have, you know, she knows that you're on a different level. Now, we'll talk still more about that in a different video, so I can talk about compliment right now. And so compliments, it's going to be the stuff that she, of course, likes about you. Listen, why is she going to tell you, oh, you know what, you have a nice hairline or nice haircut, not hairline, more so nice haircut. Or you have a fresh cut. That's something you would hear. Or why would she say something like, oh, you know what? Your outfit looks good. You know how to dress. Those things are actual honest moments. Those are not just, she's just saying it to say it, but definitely she noticed that. And the bigger picture is actually her saying something about it. So whether it's her ego or she wants to say she's shy or quiet, oftentimes, a lot of women, what happens is that, oh, wow, I can't say a single thing, even though he looks really, really good. So you could actually be her type. But sometimes some girls will be like, well, I don't approach. Or even if he approaches me, I can't act like this. You know, some girls are either on that ego tip, right? Their pride is really in front of them. Or, you know what, it's just like, I got to act bougie. I got to act like that. I'm too good to do all of that. Moral of the story is that she still likes something about you. And then, yes, when you finally hear it, it is confirmed that she does like that about you. But the sad truth of it is that, once again, you don't always hear it. It might take a little bit more for her to say it to you. And just remember, if you have other females paying attention to you, if you have other girls liking you, you get more attention from other females. But the reality is that a lot of females are actually jealous. So maybe in those moments, this is just an example. Maybe in those moments, she's a little bit intimidated. Or maybe in those moments, she's going to feel like this is not the right time. Maybe there will be a right time. Either way, she's going to be like, I'm not going to say no compliments. I'm not going to approach him when he comes over here. Even though he might want me, I'm going to act like I don't want him. Back to playing hard to get. And so you won't hear a compliment. But truly, she's actually highly interested in you. So now what you do to pay attention to know she actually likes you, is interested in you, is that you now watch what she says later on. So all that stuff that she was avoiding, all that stuff that she didn't want to say because she didn't want to look a certain way, it comes out later on. Because women, once again, they are emotional by nature. So reality is if she's really attracted to you physically and she wanted to act like she wasn't in that moment, later on she's going to be tearing you up in multiple ways here. She's going to let you take full control type of stuff. Because physically, okay, you know what? She likes you. What could you do? Be all over each other type of stuff. Another example is that, okay, you know what? You have a really, really nice smile. Back to smile. She might not even mention no smile about you. She might not mention anything else that's nice about you. You might have plenty of other things that is fresh, clean. You might have a nice outfit, all that good stuff. But she still didn't give you one compliment. And your smile is just so bright and clean that, you know what? She loved it so much. But yet, all that stuff that I mentioned in the beginning is in the way. So later on when she's humbled a bit, or let's say like this, she's more like, oh, well, it's time. I'm not scared that, oh, maybe he won't be interested after I say this. Because some girls also, they don't want to look a certain way to you. They don't want you to think that they really, really want you, right? And remember, who really has the upper hand? Most times, obviously, the one that doesn't have the most interest towards that person. So back to her, she might mention later on, wow, you know, you have one of the best smiles, I gotta admit. Or she might say, wow, how is your teeth so nice and pearly type of stuff. So it also falls into number one, kind of where she'll remember those things, like where, you know what, your smile was just so nice. And she said to her girls, like, yeah, maybe his personality was this, but his smile was so nice. And now her girls, she might say something like, oh, you told him that? She's going to hit her with, no, why would I? Or, yeah, maybe if I see him next time. Yes, that's how girls really, really move. And, you know, a lot of times it's really just to kind of play that like, oh, I don't want to get caught slipping roles, right? It's the same thing for a lot of you guys. Whether you're alpha or sigma, you don't ever want to get caught slipping if this is going to be a risk in this moment. Sometimes you do not know, but overall, who wants to get caught slipping, right? Give this video a big thumbs up. And this last thing on my list is that she puts effort towards texting. Now, I have to bring more texting videos back up because I feel like y'all want to hear about them. I hope so. But I just think that texting videos is really, really relevant because everything seems to fall back on, obviously, texting, social media, everything back on the phone. However, when she puts effort, you got to get with texting is one of these key things that females will never put too much effort. And also considering texting, a lot of things get taken the wrong way. A lot of times also just giving a little bit more, which is texting first, double texting, making sure that you always reply. All those things, when a female thinks about, oh, I have to do this for a guy that I don't really, really like, or a guy that doesn't pay my bills, or a guy that I don't know what I'm going to do with, it's going to be way too much, right? Obviously, she has a lot of options. It's going to be hard to balance that out. But the point is that she's not going to put effort or energy towards a guy that she doesn't have interest towards. Now, the thing is that if she's using you or trying to get something out of you, she's still going to put more effort towards other things. And this is when you test her. So now you can find out if she's really just playing like she likes you and putting more effort. But moral of the story is that simps get barely any effort from females, and it's a known fact. Females will maybe, like, with a nice guy, play nice and all that to get what she does want, but overall females don't want to give a nice guy or a simp any time of the day. So if it's going to be texting, she's going to make sure it's always late with a simp, right? She's going to make sure that it's later when she has time. She's going to give him the bare minimum, which is like, yeah, nice, cool, okay, bye, everything. It's never sentences ever, and it'll never be, okay, well, I should say more at this point, okay? Now, when it comes back to you, it's going to be the opposite. And so it's going to be, she's going to try to give you a little bit more. Down to the ego, if she has a lot of ego, it's just going to be a little bit more, and it's going to be not at a fast pace. Now, if she's really, really interested, then that's where you're going to really see a lot of effort, where she's texting you, making sure she apologizes if she's really, really, really messing up. Like, let's just say that she really one time had something that took more hours than it should have, and she should have told you in advance because she knew that it was possible. So now moving forward, for her effort being there, her trying, getting better with texting, she's going to make it clear that she actually didn't mean for that to happen. And then also she's going to make sure it doesn't happen in the future, or at least try to avoid that happening. So that's down to the effort that she starts putting. I text you because, you know what, I like texting you. I enjoy texting. Now, the problem with texting, though, I would say, is that sometimes y'all will get her to text you and show interest. She'll actually start the conversation or give you a lot more in the conversation, but you guys will ruin it by giving a whole paragraph, or you guys will say a little bit more, and so she's losing interest, or she doesn't even really like you no more. And so texting is just like, oh no, I'm not trying to text him like that, or I'm not gonna do all that with texting no more. So it's just like with her feelings, back to her being emotional by nature, especially if she doesn't know how she wants to feel, she doesn't know what she feels, it's gonna be, I lose interest so fast. But then again, yes, that interest could come right back. And oftentimes, you know, especially if she's on that roller coaster effect because of you, she's loving you 1 minute, she's wanting you 1 minute, and the next, she's really like, I need this distance, this space type of vibe. So now we're at the end, y'all, remember, we could go ahead and continue talking after this video by obviously booking a consultation. If you want to start off with 15 minutes, or y'all want to do that whole hour, make sure you check out the website. There is other things. And fellas, the affirmation will definitely help you start feeling different about yourself. You got to get that mentally. If you feel away, if you are mentally weak, it all plays out in real life. So if you got to start transforming your mind, get the sleep affirmation audiobook. You literally start listening to it right away, puts you in a relaxed state, and fellas, you could start really changing who you are inside, building this guy that most women will want out here, or all women. And fellas, it's not the game changer that y'all want. You want to get the females, and now you can select which ones you even want to keep in your life. So now, just to give you guys a quick recap, just to add a few things, is that just remember when she's really, really, really interested, with all the remembering things about you, liking you, talking about you to other friends, and giving you efforts, I made it clear that this stuff does come and go. So if it is coming and going, a lot of times with females, you got to know when you have to pull back or give space in this moment. And you also got to know that, yes, giving a lot will be a little bit, which could be texting when you shouldn't be texting, which could be, oh, going MIA when you know you're supposed to be busy with work anyways. So all those things is going to be the signs, the key times where you're going to understand, okay, you know, I have to move like this so she doesn't feel like I'm being too clingy, or I'm coming on too strong, right? Or maybe just to give her that, oh yeah, I'm giving you space, this is how I like it too. Remember, space always works. But remember, a lot of times it's not so clear that she likes you. Pay attention and catch it on early, and do not doubt yourself being a guy that a female can like. All right, I thank y'all so much, especially for watching to the end. Like I told y'all, make sure you check out all the links down below, and yes, you guys will see me in my next video. Bye guys.